What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Tesla with the ticker symbol TSLA. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So I believe last week I was looking for higher price targets on Tesla, and it looks like that's exactly what we got. We pretty much made a new high of this impulse or this channel, and we retested this previous resistance. So let me go over the chart and go and draw some stuff on here so you can see it more clearer. So this is the uptrend that I was talking about. Usually after uptrend break, we get 2 attempts at a new high. So this was the first attempt higher to retest this prior high, and this was the second attempt. So the second attempt was successful at retesting that prior high, and also this level was acting as a magnet. You can clearly see that prices were finding support over here. Prices started trading around here, just going sideways, broke it, found resistance here, almost came back and found resistance, and currently we are at that level. This line could be a little bit lower to get most of the reactions off of it. So right about here fits better. So you clearly see that we got rejected right over here in late March, early April, and then we just broke it just a few days ago. So it looks like this could be, just a failed breakout, something like this, where we did break above it. And then just fall back lower, because if we just break a support or resistance, that doesn't mean it automatically turns into the opposite thing, because we broke it right over here, but it didn't automatically turn into support. It was just a failed breakout. Same thing could happen right here. However, we got to look at the entire picture and the context. So is that going to happen here? I doubt it. I think there's still a possibility, a strong one, to continue to trend higher. There was this impulse right over here. If we clone the length of it, the measure move target is targeting the 268 level, so that's a good possibility of reaching it. However, the caveat is that prices are a little overextended, so I wouldn't be expecting it to continue to move up in this fashion. We could see some sideways trading, or even a pullback to probably retest the breakout that just occurred to this 207 level. And the reason we should be seeing a pullback or some sideways trading is to just for the market to relax, because it just had a very impressive run up. It looks like about 25-30% in just about 12 trading days. So again, it's a very massive run up. The market has to take a break, kind of like how this impulse right over here started seeing some sideways trading at the top of it. So we could see that over here. But either way, I'm not expecting a failed breakout to occur. It can occur. I mean, no one knows the future for sure. No one knows 100% sure, and they're not going to be accurate all the time. But it looks like this is probably not going to do that. There's something different on this chart, and the price is trying to reach this target at the high 260s. So we'll see if we can do that. I still think we can go up higher after a potential pullback or even sideways trading. So we could probably do something like that, and then let the overextension play out, let the EMA catch up, and then maybe go up higher. But either way, I think it's less likely to expect a failed breakout and more likely for prices just to continue to trend up higher in the short term. So here we have Tesla on the weekly chart, and I'm going to draw this downtrend channel on here. So it looks like prices were moving in this wide downtrend channel. It had an overshoot on this side, which is a climactic point. Because you could think about it, look at price just dumped outside of this channel, and it was super far from the EMA. So this is kind of like a capitulation or a climactic point, which leads to a breakout on the opposite side of the channel, or even it can mark a potential bottom for a reversal. So either way, we got the breakout. So we could be even going higher, like I said before, probably to this high 260s level, because that is the measure move target. Market moves in twos, and also right near this target is a gap. You can see between these two candles is an empty space, so that's a gap, and since the measure move target is right at that gap, this gap also becomes a target. So we'll see if it can be reached. And also the last thing I want to mention is this level right here. This $200 round psychological level was very important in the past. It was a key support. Prices broke it, found resistance a few times. Now we're back above it. So like I said before, now it needs to prove itself as support, because just because in the past it was support, it doesn't mean it's going to be support forever, because just recently it was acting as resistance. So now price is back above it, so it needs to prove it as support once again. So it can be in a couple of ways. We can either double test it, get a double bottom off of that level, and then go higher, or we continue pushing up higher. we see 2 failed attempts from the sellers to come back to it, which shows strength for the bulls, and then we continue higher. But either way, I would be expecting higher price targets because of the measure move target and that gap, and price being back above this $200 round psychological number. This channel could not come in. It could not come into play. It could be, maybe something like this, where we already had a channel break and a few legs down. Because after channel breaks, you expect 2 attempts from the sellers to retest the prior low. So if the channel is maybe this one right over here, where it's just a really slim one, and we really can see the 2 large pushes down. 1 large push, 2 large pushes. Let me do that again. So you can clearly see there was this downtrend pattern right over here. So that the channel represents that. We saw a break of it. This was the first attempt lower and a second attempt lower. So sometimes that can also play out. However, if you just draw a little bit wider, you can clearly see there is another channel, and we didn't really get those 2 attempts down. So maybe it doesn't occur. We'll see. But as right now, prices did get back above that key resistance. It needs to hold it. If you can hold it, I see higher price targets. Either way, even if we don't even pull back to it, we might just continue higher. But it's most likely we're a little overextended, and now that level probably needs to act as support if prices want to go up. So we'll see if that occurs. But that's all I have for Tesla this week, Monday, and I'll give you guys an update next week, Monday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.